Standing here today, it feels so personal because a few years back, I wasn't standing here. I was sitting on the other side, sitting right where you all are sitting today, in this specific auditorium and in the classrooms of SIBM Bengaluru. And if you ask me, I still very clearly remember those days. There was a lot of ambition around me. People talked confidently, and there were people who seemed to be sharper, louder, and more sure of themselves. And when I looked around, I often thought that they had already figured out something in life which I hadn't yet. But let me tell you, this was not because they were better, but because I hadn't fully recognized my strength till then. And from the outside, I did try to blend in, and I did blend in. But within, I used to constantly talk to myself. Things like, अभी नहीं, थोड़ा और रुक जाओ, बाकी लोग ज़्यादा confident लग रहे हैं. And you see, without even realizing, I was actually holding myself back. So when I moved out of SIBM Bengaluru, of course, I had my degree in hand. I had 2 job offers in hand as well. But you know what? I was still learning to trust my own voice. And now when I look back, I can clearly see it. I had the talent, I had the ambition, and I had the capability as well. But you know what again? I was still learning to trust my own voice. So like I said, when life moved forward, when I moved out of SIBM, yeah, like I said, I had 2 job offers in hand, right? But unfortunately, I couldn't go ahead with 2, right? So I had to choose one of them. I went ahead with a job, entered the corporate world. I had new responsibilities now, and many new roles to play as well. Of a wife, of a mother, of a daughter-in-law. So my life looked perfect, right? I had my corporate job. That was my first ever dream in life. Got into the corporate world. Then getting married to the love of my life. Done. Another dream fulfilled. Finally, having a complete family. My 2 beautiful children. I had a complete family now, and my life looked picture perfect. Doesn't it? Right? Sounds to be perfect. But you know what? There were still moments in my life when I remained quiet, when I could have actually added something valuable to a conversation. There were moments when I chose comfort over honesty. And there were moments when I thought, let someone else pick this up. There was comparison, there was constant self-doubt, and most importantly, this unwanted thought that the rest were ahead of me. And confidence was something which I had completely kept out of my life. But this particular shift that happened in my life after this, it didn't happen overnight. And it didn't happen with applause, or it didn't happen with any certainty. But one fine day, I asked myself one honest question. Why am I even hesitating to trust my own self? And then I got the answer. It wasn't because I was afraid of failures, but because I was afraid to own my own strength. And then, after that, I felt empowered. The day I stopped doing that, the day I stopped not believing in me. Now I believed in myself. I spoke when my voice shook, and I constantly backed myself now. And now, for many years I thought that what would empowerment look? Empowerment would look like awards. Empowerment would look like titles. Empowerment would look like milestones, or maybe a crown. But then I realized that the things that changed my life, they were much simpler. It was like backing myself. It was like speaking up again when I didn't completely feel ready. It was like thinking of deciding on a national platform like Mrs. India and then going global. And it was like telling myself, मैं काफ़ी हूँ. So many of you, I'm very sure, you all must have gone through such situations in life where you must have doubted yourself. And many of you must be waiting for that right moment to feel ready enough to start off something in life, to do something in life. But from my personal experience, of course, I cannot speak for everyone, but in my journey, in my personal journey, what I've seen is self-belief and self-trust was something that I had to give to myself. SIBM gave me a degree, power, education. The world gave me a lot of opportunities, but self-trust, it was something that I had to give to myself. So now if I get a chance to go back and talk to that Monalisa Hazarika sitting here somewhere, I would tell her, you are no less, you are not behind, and you're not awaiting anyone's permission. It's just that you are still learning to trust yourself. Because for me, leadership did not begin with confidence. It began with self-belief. So today I want you all to take away one thing from this. Because again, in my case, personally, self-belief and self-trust was something which the world did not give me. I gifted myself. So each one of you, if you want to feel empowered, don't look outside. Stop looking outside. Kuch bhi nahi hai bahar, andar dekho. Look at you. Look inside you. Start believing that voice of yours. Start believing you. Because remember, empowerment, if you want to feel empowered, believe you. Because empowerment is something which starts from within. Thank you so much.